Alright guys, so this is another Patreon request, and as always, if you guys like to have a Patreon request done, just hit the link below, head on over to my Patreon, where you guys can start sending requests for videos to do here on YouTube. And that's the third tier, forgot to mention that, but yeah, it's the third tier where you guys can hit that, and then you guys can start sending requests for videos to do here on YouTube. But other than that, let's get started. So this next Patreon request comes from my good friend Jason Voorhees 2011, who asked me to do a pretty cool crossover. It was one I was like, when I saw it on his requests, basically the whole thing was this idea was actually like, yeah, I want to do that one. I really want to do this one. So, and that, ladies and gentlemen, is as you can see from the title, Darkstalkers versus Mortal Kombat. So, yeah, two fighting games that are very near and dear to my heart, so let's get started. So the story is, the story begins with, it begins in the Makai, the dark world where a lot of the Darkstalkers exist in. And essentially what's going on is that the Makai is in a world between worlds. And in there, the Demon Lord Jeddah is trying to, like, open a gateway into another world. Because he's just been like, yeah, like, the Makai is a world between worlds, so maybe there's somewhere else where I can conquer and probably bring more of this dark dimension to my world. However, in doing so, he's caused a ripple between Earth and Earth, the Earth that the Darkstalkers are from, and another Earth known as Earthrealm. So obviously, this gets the attention of one Thunder God, Raiden, and Raiden arrives to confront Jeddah. Jeddah, of course, doesn't Raiden shows himself, I am the god of thunder, I am the protector of Earthrealm, and you have, whoever you are, you have attacked Earth, you've launched an attack on Earth. So Jeddah and Raiden fight, leading to, during the fight, essentially what happens is that the battle leads to an even bigger rip. Like, it leads to an even bigger dimensional tear because Jeddah was like distracting Raiden from his real goal, which was like more or less mashing two Earths together. The dark Earth and Earthrealm become one Earth, thus leading to Outworld also being shifted into that world too. So, not good. And essentially now Darkstalkers and the Darkstalker characters and the Mortal Kombat characters are now encountering one another. How I kind of imagine, like, if this was a video game, like, what kind of rivalries would be in the game. Obviously, John Talbane and Liu Kang would be the rivalry. I think I would put Morrigan against Kitana. I would say Rico and Reptile. Yeah, Rico and Reptile would be another. I'd say Dimitri and Shao Kahn would be the rivalry. As for others, I would say, like, Goro and Sasquatch would be another. Anankus would probably go against would be Kotal Khan's rival. But yeah, so essentially now all these characters are all these fighters are encountering one another, and essentially what has happened is that now that there's two Earths merged together, the Elder Gods don't really have a say because it's a totally new Earth. Therefore, it's no longer under the protection of the Elder Gods. So Shao Kahn definitely now sees like an opening to finally take over Earthrealm and not need, to finish the tournament or whatever. So now he can just openly invade, but this time he's going to have some allies on his side. He's got, like, he gets Rico, he gets Lord Raptor, he gets several. Also, if this was another, again, video game rivalry, probably be Meat and Lord Raptor, or something like that. But yeah, several characters are now on his side. But, however, Shao Kahn, before he can enact his plan to attack Earthrealm, what happens is that Dimitri comes in, Dimitri Maximoff. The two battle, and it leads to Dimitri Khan. Essentially, Shao Kahn is deposed, and Dimitri becomes the new Lord of Outworld. And to add insult to injury, Sindel's just like, I like him. So she leaves Shao as well for Dimitri. While this is all going on, you have kind of a bigger problem up in space, because the alien Pyron has noticed the world merge and is now coming to make claim to this Earth and consume it. He's kind of like a big Galactus character in some cases. So yeah, you have basically a lot going on in this. You have a lot going on here. Obviously, Dimitri's now leading Outworld. You have Pyron, who is descending on Earth, and everyone's just fighting everyone, and the Elder Gods are kind of powerless to do anything. Meanwhile, while this is on top of all of this, Jeddah is essentially like now he can really like pull the strings on everything and more or less breach the walls of the Makai and bring it to this new Earth and kind of shroud it in darkness and lead it to him being the guy who would the one true ruler. Like, he would now get to be the one true ruler of this newly formed Earth. So yeah, it's not good for anybody. So you have so meanwhile, while this is going on, Raiden has made his way back to the new Earth, and and he gathers together all the heroes of both Darkstalkers and the warriors of Earthrealm and Outworld. Morrigan, who is kind of antagonistic, is an enemy of Jeddah, and she wants to be ruler of the Makai again, so she allies with the Edenian Rebellion, the House of Ashland, allies with Kitana and the others. Liu Kang, and you have Liu Kang, John Talbane, Felicia, Sonya. You have BB Hood, who, while she wants to destroy all monsters, she's like, yeah, all right, I'll team up with you guys. I'll roll with you guys. Stein, or as he's better known as Victor. Victor is also part of this alliance. Heishiko is another, as is Scorpion and Sub-Zero. So it's like one big, it's one big alliance, and they have to split up. There's two things going on. One, they have to stop Jeddah from bringing the Makai to Earth and destroying both Earths. If they can stop Jeddah, then there's a chance like both Earths will split again. Earth and Earthrealm will split up again. Well, it's 3 teams, excuse me. So yeah, Team 1 has to go fight, stop Jeddah, and Morrigan's leading that charge. Meanwhile, there's also, Dimitri, who has to be deposed and stopped before he can begin an invasion on Outworld. And that leads to Shao joining sides with them in order to get his throne back, which nobody likes, but they're just like, yeah, nobody wants that, but at the same time, Dimitri is so much worse, so it's kind of a lesser of two evils. Then finally, Team 3 has to go battle Pyron before he basically devours all life on Earth. So all 3 teams spread out. So Team 1, they go to battle Jeddah. Team 2, led by Shao Kahn, goes to battle depose Dimitri, and Team 3 goes out to battle Pyron. Raiden, while he wanted to be part of the battle for, battle against Jeddah, because he feels responsible for, if being a pawn in Jeddah's game to merge both Earths. He understands that Pyron is a very powerful being, and if there's no they need to save that both Earths. So Raiden is leading the battle against Pyron. Liu Kang is on Shao Kahn's team, A, because yeah, Dimitri's pretty awful, and B, I don't trust you, so I'm gonna go with you, and so does Talbane. And also Morrigan's sister is part of that team. So yeah, Morrigan and her team, they battle Jeddah. I would love to have a scene with Liu Kang and John fighting Dimitri, and then they tag team Shao Kahn. That would be great, just having the 2 martial artists fighting together. So Raiden does defeat Pyron in a battle, and Jeddah during their fight, while he also ramped himself up because he absorbed energy from Shinnok, so he's way more powerful now. But everyone at the end of it all comes together as like one big like Avengers Endgame style to finally fight and defeat Jeddah. And yeah, because of Jeddah's defeat, that causes both Earths to like separate and everyone goes their separate ways. So there you go. Once again, I'd like to thank Jason Voorhees 2011 for this Patreon request and continued patronage. And you guys tell me in the comments below, what did you guys think of this? Just comment below, let me know. Other than that, hope you all enjoyed this. I'm Mr. Multiverse. I'll see you next time in the Multiverse.